Okay. So now let's start, okay? Welcome everyone. And then we will have the recording, everything is there. Okay. So today I will explain to you about the assignment that we will have. We have the live negotiations and we have the ABA activity. So here, the first one, that we have the jobs negotiation that start, I think for this week, we should start the job negotiations already, the week 4, and then this is 5%. This is just the 5%, but this is the email. I will explain more details about that.
Sorry,
So give me 1 second. I think I mute everyone. So if you have the question, feel free to raise your hand, okay? You say, where is what? John, the job negotiation? The job negotiation is on the... Okay, so I think I didn't catch your question, so we'll come back later. So we have the job negotiation in the week 4, and this is 5% for the email, so it's with you later during the week. And then in the week 5, you will have about 15% where you have the first live negotiation. And here we also have the 3L negotiations. It's a very interesting session. This is the love, labor, lost. The scenes from the of Shakespeare. And then we will play for that, mostly in the second half, in the week 9, 15%, and week 11, 20%. For the analysis activity, so now you have, I hope that you already finished the, okay, I see Ming asked about how and where to create the group. I will show you right away after that. Bear with me a little bit. So for the analysis activities, remember you have the 2 deadline, ABA 1, ABA 2, that you need to complete. I think at the end of this, let me open that to tell you also the writing. So you can find all the deadline on the blackboard, okay? Let me share this, bring this one here. I think you still see my screen. On the announcement, you can see here. And then you can see here. If you click here, you will see the key deadline. The key deadline, so the 22nd, you have the one, the IBA 1 in the Connect. And today is the deadline for the second one, group work and managing conflict. So this one is in the Connect. Make sure that you register the Connect. You have 2 weeks free access, and then make sure that you do this assignment, okay? For the other assignment, that I mean the ABA 3 onwards, you will have a choice. So I come back to my slide again. For the other, so the ABA 4, 5, 6, you have a choice. Either the option 1, you want to keep with Connect, so go ahead, you keep with Connect, or you have a second choice that you do the assignment with they have the questions, and then you do with the 3L exercise. So they have the specific question. So now, I will be on the group right now. So you will need 3 groups. The first group is for the job negotiation. And then you have the deadline to sign up. Is, for example, the first week job negotiation, the deadline will be today, September 29. You will have another second group is 3L negotiation. The deadline in November 13. And the last one is ABA activities. If you select to work for the 3L exercise, it means that if you decide to work without the Connect, you need to sign up the group in November 6. Okay, so now Min Jing asked, do you have to buy Connect? You will, yeah. So this is what I mean. You don't need to buy Connect. So if you want to buy Connect, you can buy Connect. If you don't want to buy Connect, you don't need to buy Connect, okay? Because I give you another alternatives. This means the ABA activities that you can do without the Connect. So you don't need to, if you don't want to buy, you don't buy. I hope that I answered your question clear. now. So here, let me show you quickly on the Blackboard. I print back to the Blackboard again. And then I give you also a few minutes so that you also can go and sign up with the team. So here, this is you can see the teamwork. You go to the Blackboard, okay? And you click on the teamwork. So now just sign up for the job negotiation. So you can click create the group. Or now I see only three members already created job negotiation. So make sure that you need to create this negotiation for the job negotiation. You can just create a group. You can click to create a group and then enroll yourself so that you also can go and create your own group. Without your group, I cannot create you. Even you, for the job negotiation, you need to work in the group maximum three people. So now I give you 2 minutes to go to the Blackboard and then to create your group. Is it okay? Any questions so far? So I think, yeah, I see some more question about ask, can you join the group? Yeah, so now, how and where to create a group? I hope I answer Min question. Is it okay? Can you go in and create your group? And then once you create your group, also I give you another, I will, the link I send you in the chat. Now I will resend the chat that you also can go and create this, answer the form. Because for job negotiation, we will have also the, okay, so you can also, do you want, I will stop about 3 minutes so that you also can form the groups. And then when you have the groups, you also make sure to answer the question that I just posted in the chat, because we will divide the role, the job negotiation. One is job seeker, another one is a recruiter, so that you have the negotiation between that. I think it's very important because it helps you also to prepare your next interview or next job search. So that's why I do this assignment. And this assignment was created by the Harvard school. So you're learning a very good case also. So I see some of you don't have the group. So I hope that now you also can go and create and form the group. Okay. So I see that you all already have some of that. Can you also create the forms, answer the form on that part? Okay. So while you're working on that part, I continue my presentation so that we have the time, so that we play the game later. You still can understand how to create a group. Okay. So to create a group, you just go to the Blackboard. Okay, you go to the Blackboard and select the teamwork. Go to the Blackboard. Do you see in your Blackboard? Let me close that. And then you open your Blackboard. You see your Blackboard? And then here in the Blackboard, you will go down. You will see the teamwork here. Okay, and then you can create your group here. Is it okay, Ming? Do you get that? So, oh, interesting. Just go to Blackboard and then click on the team and then you click create a group. Oh no, you don't need to find the group information. You just create the group. I will explain about the assignment now, but you just click to create the group here. You can do the self-enrolled group. Okay, so they have no group information. You don't see my screen? I think you, oh, do you see my screen? Okay, so let me stop sharing again. I will share again my screen. Here, do you see my screen? Okay, very good. Oh, I thought you see my screen. So now again, so you go here, you go to log in the Blackboard. Okay, you log in the Blackboard. And then you go to scroll down, you go to the communication. You see the teamwork. Do you see that? Teamwork? Okay, very good. Click on the teamwork. And here you see the word create. Click on the create. And then you can create the self-enrolled, maybe self-enrolled group. So create that one. Is it clear? You don't have that? You don't have the create? The others, because I see the other, you already have created your group. Can the other, because I see they have the other already create the enroll member. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, JJ said that it's there. On the groups. Yeah, just create groups. Thank you, JJ. So if you still have the difficulty, mean you stay during the class a little bit and I show you again. Okay. So now I see they have another question is that, let me see. How we do if the group is formed by 3 people, but there's just 2 roles. What do you mean by 2 roles? Daniel? You mean maybe this one, isn't it? Let me see, because maybe this one they have my name inside that. I allow maximum. Yeah, let me remove myself here because yeah. Okay. So Daniel, are you there? So it's not okay. So I keep continue to my presentation. If you have other questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So now do you see my PowerPoint? Just checking to make sure that okay. To make sure that we see the same thing. So now what I expect to you when you do the presentation, here the first case we do is about the job. Okay, so Ming, if you have the issue, we will see later. Okay, so now maybe you have a different setup, I don't know. So here for the job negotiation, I expect to have your creative voice. You know, each of you is unique, is different, and I'm waiting to see your creative voice. What does this mean? It means that here we have the job negotiations, the Harvard case. Then in the week 4, you will have job done as the job seeker and you have recruiter. So in the week 4, we will have the email negotiation. So both of you negotiate together. And then in the week 5, we will have the live negotiation. It means next week, we have the live negotiation where the job seeker will sit with the recruiter and then you can negotiate. So that's why you need to do it. Make sure you enroll, because I also need the role so that your email so that I can also send you the role. I will send you also the role so that you can play with that. And then the second one is about the second is the love label lost is the role playing. Where the role playing we will play in group and then you will play intra-group. So for this assignment, I will explain a little bit later, not to confuse you with you too much. Okay. So here it's also they have about the evaluation for the live negotiations. Remember, whenever you negotiate, you always think about the interest of negotiations party, the alternatives, commitment, and the relationship communication. So this one, that's why when you do, you will have also the document on the blackboard where they have the step that you need to fill in. Here, the step number 1 for this week, the email negotiation. The recruiter need to send email to the job seeker to say, okay, hi, welcome. I received your, finally we decided that so I will, each of you will have a secret set of negotiation. I will send email to say, this is the instruction for the recruiter. And then you need to send the email. We will negotiate via email at the first one. So you need to negotiate about the terms and the conditions, about working terms and the conditions. And then after that, after negotiate, you need also to think about to give the constructive feedback to yourself and the peer. And here, for next week, when we have the live negotiation, so you see that we have 5 times live negotiations. The first one is week 5, then week 9, and week 11. The week 5 is for the job negotiation. The week 9 and week 11 is for the love, labor lost, that the scene of the Shakespeare already did, and it's quite very interesting. And then here, normally you have the preparation about 10 minutes. So you review the strategy with your partner, and then you have the visual negotiation that each of you will go to the group, and then you need to record your visual negotiation. Maybe I will create a team, but I don't know what do you like, but you can do also the team or the Zoom, and then you need to record your video. And then between that, you have also 10 minutes of the break. And after that, you also give the self and peer evaluation. So when you negotiate, you see that what your friend doing great, what you're doing great, you tell directly to your friend. And then what they can do to be better or to improve for the next time. Okay? So here, remember, they have 5 deliverables for your live negotiations. The first one is that you preparation. They have the CMA form. The CMA form, let me show you where you can find that on the blackboard. When you open the blackboard here, okay, you go to the assignment. You go to assignment, and then you have the job negotiation. So you have the instruction here. Oh, so I will add in here for you also the CMA form. So this is also explain to you about the activities for that one. I will add in weekly after that a CMA form. So make sure that you have that CMA form. Let me open to explain to you, because this form is very interesting, and then you need also to make sure that you have that. So this is the CMA form. This is what I mean. You see, this is the preparation using the 7 elements. So this is the form. Let me also upload that on the Blackboard at the same place, so that you also can have right away, and then you can download why I'm explaining to you, you see, because that one is very important. It helps you to prepare your negotiation, and help you also to evaluate your negotiation, to see, oh, what I did right, what maybe sometimes I did wrong, how I can do it to be better. So this form is a very good form. So I already posted here. So make sure that you also can download. I submit. Yeah. So can you download this one? Is the CMA form. So let me explain to you the CMA form. Before the negotiation, you need to see, oh, what are our interests? You see, I think you already learned about distributive strategy negotiation last time. So now you need to think, what are our interests? This means your interest, okay? Your own interest. For example, you are the job seeker. What is your interest as the student, as the job seeker? And then you need to see what are the interests, their interests. This means the interest of, for example, the recruiter of another party. And then you pull down all the options. What are the possible options that you can do? Your interest, for example, for the job seeker, you want to have $1 million per month, for example. But the interest of the recruiter, they just want to pay to you $1,000 per month. You have the big gap. So what is the possible options in this part? Maybe, okay, maybe I know that 1 million is not too high. So the possible options, maybe the range, think about the range of the salary. Maybe about, let's say, 100,000 to 200,000 or 300,000. This may be the possible range that I'm ready to negotiate with. So this one, the option can be the one that you write it here. The second one is about the relationships. what is the current relationship between, for example, you and the job seeker? Do you know them? Or this is the first time you meet them? Oh, maybe I know them for a long time. So this is the current relationship. And number two, you talk about, oh, what is my target relationship? I make it bigger so that you can see. What is the target relationships? Okay. Maybe you say, oh, I don't know the recruiter, but I want to develop a good relationship with this company because I can see the potential. So write about the target relationship that you want to go. And then what the interpersonal factors that causing the gap between the current and the target. What are they? So maybe you say that I want this company will be my company, but what are they? Let me stop a little bit to see the chat. Yeah, I see 3 people per group. Can you change your name, please? Because when you put Zoom user, I don't know who you are. So it may be nicer to change the name so that we can talk and know, okay? So if you want to know the change, just go to the participant, click on the more, and then you can change the name. And then so the interpersonal factors causing the gap. Maybe you say that I don't have the time. So we are new, we never met each other. So maybe, and maybe they also have what can be the interpersonal factors? Maybe the communication. Thank you, Daniel. And so doing that one. And what we can do to arrest the factors and achieve our target. So this one is also very important. And then after that, you have another one. This form is very simple, but you need to prepare because it helps you to structure your negotiation. Our alternatives. What could we do without them? For example, in the job searching, I don't know what should I do if I don't have this company. What should I do? Maybe I can find another company. Oh, maybe it's only my last chance, only chance. So tell me, what could you do without that company? For example, the standards. What are the objective standards? What are the standards common? For example, you say, I expect to have minimum 2 weeks of the holiday, for example. So what are the objective standards that you want to put it in? And then what are the alternatives? What could they do without us? Do they have another candidates? You see, do they have another candidates to do that or not? And then they have another one is about the commitment, the authority. What is my authority? For example, in the job searching, your authority is that you make the full decision about your job, whether you accept or not. But for example, there's that you are talking, for example, with HR director, they may need to have the approval of their boss, the general directors, if they want to have something extra or something exceptional. And then you think about the commitments. What you want to achieve today during the negotiation, during the email negotiation, what you want to achieve today, what is this and what level commitment, you see, the agenda. So how you will structure the meetings, how you will structure. You want to start, for example, today, I start with you. I start with you about how you will structure the meeting. Daniel say, I forget to answer which question. Maybe you should write that. Yes, I already answered about the 3 people per group. I say yes, it's the 3 people per group. No more. Okay, I already answered that. So the agenda, for example, how you will structure the meeting. For example, today I say I will explain to you the assignment, and then after that we'll play the game. I hope we have enough time, so we'll play the game together. It's a fun game. So we'll play the game. So here the agenda. So these are how you will structure the meeting. For example, when you talk with the job seeker or the recruiter, how you want to structure? Maybe you start with some small talk. And then after that, you will talk about yourself, about the expectation, and then you negotiate, maybe. So prepare the agenda, okay? And the communications here is also very important to talk about the key messages that you want to send to the to the recruiter or the job seeker, and then the key questions you want to ask. What are the key questions you want to ask? And then how you will ensure a match between the intention and the impact, and how you will ensure a match, between the intention and the impact. So this one, you need also to prepare the communication. So this form, you already have it. Maybe let me make it smaller. So they have also the button about that one. So go ahead and then you prepare, make sure that you prepare the form, okay? I just come back also to my presentation here. So you can see the first one, you have to preparation, the CMA form. And then you have the emails for the live negotiation one. It means the email negotiation. And then you have the video for the other remaining negotiations, because you have the role play. And after that, number 3 is negotiation analysis. What does this mean? After you analyze, after you prepare, you go to negotiation, and then you need to update the form again. Don't forget that part, because if you see the rubrics, I think they have a quite big percentage. For example, you just use the same form that you already fill, and then you highlight in yellow or something that say, okay, after thinking, I changed my interest, my expectation, my communication plan. So make sure that you update this form. I have some students last year, they forget to update this form, and I'm sorry, this part is 0. So you have also the self-evaluation, peer evaluation is also very important. And you also have the team contract that you need to fulfill. Remember, 5 deliverables. Whenever you submit, make sure you count. Do I have enough 5? If not, any missing will impact on your grade. And my evaluation, I will base on some criteria. The first one is that whether it's engaging or not, okay? Whether what you give is that engaging, creative, clear, and coherent or not. So make sure, as I mentioned last time, when you submit the video, make sure you also submit the Word document or what you subtitle, what you're talking. So make sure that I also get it right. The second one is that to show your critical thinking. Propose the sustainable solution, not only for yourself, but for the company. And also when you do the analysis, ongoing answer to have the link between the theory, the case, the quantitative, use as much as the figures as you can, and then the qualitative argument. Even in the email negotiation, I give you a tip. You also can see, oh, the average market salary is, let's say for that position, 300,000. So you can say also about that, okay? So here, you also can find more resources on the Blackboard for this week. I also put some more resources, just that I show you also some tool for you, because after that, you may need to create some video, some online presentation, so you can see later. So here, let me show you the topic of this week also. So this week, I come to the Blackboard. Oh, this is my Blackboard, okay? So this week, I already post to you the weekly content. You can see here, we have the week 4, integrative negotiations. And then you also have the learning outcome. The step 1, I give you right away, a very good article. Have you ever negotiated your salary? She give you the tips so that you also, you see the tip, I got 10,000 more when I negotiated my salary. Here's the exact script that I used. Interesting. And then they also have from the Harvard Business Review, the 15 rules to negotiate a job offer, because we are working on that. So that I also send to you, and I hope that later on, this could be helpful for you, and you can also come back. So this is the step number 1. Let me come out. This is the step number 1, and then now I come back again. And then here you have the step number 2 that I propose to you. How I can close that part. Okay. Let me change the new share. I bring it here, so I make it bigger here. So I bring to the share too. Okay. So now I think you still see my screen. Okay, so now step number 1. Step number 2, you have my audio slides, the video of the chapter 3. So you have all the explained about the concepts. Okay. The step number 3 is the assignments that you can have another ABA activity about the culture and trade. The deadline is October 6th, so you still have time. And then you have also the practice quiz for that part. And then I go to the step number 3 already, and then so that's it. You have the weekly key actions planned. So now I come back to check whether you already create your group or not. So let me come back to see whether you create your group. And remember, whenever you write to me, make sure you match your class, because I have a lot of the classes. And okay, great. I see some of you already created. So we have now about only 10 people already enrolled. What about the other? So here you see, for example, group JJ, Lope. So can you please ask the other member to join your group? Because otherwise I can't.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do I add people to that group thing? This is
So
GJ.
You cannot add. You need your group member need to enroll.
They have to sign up.
Yeah, they need to sign up. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Professor.
Yes.
I did it, but I don't know if I did it correctly, because I want to add another guy that is not on the group yet, but we already spoke about it. He's not here yet.
No, yeah, you cannot add. Your friend need to sign up. For example, your group Sirac, you ask your friend to sign up to your group.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so make sure ask your friend to sign up to your group. So now here, this is the, oh, I see. So we have about 18 people. And can you make sure that is there anyone that you don't sign up yet? Because now I need to launch a game that we can play a game. So we have only half an hour. So, okay. So now let's make, okay, make sure that you sign up the group. I tell you another one. If you don't sign up the group, if I cannot nominate to you the role, you will be delayed for your assignment. Okay. Remember, you have the assignment, the email negotiation here. We can see on the announcement, all the deadline, everything I also put on the announcement. And also here, you have also the one is this one, the ABA. So if you decide to do the ABA 3, now you can see here, the email negotiations is for some of you if you don't want to go to the Connect. So you do the email negotiations. So if you want to do the Connect, you also can do the ABA. And then next week, we have the team negotiations. It means the live negotiation about the job seeker. So if I don't have your name, I cannot nominate you. Okay. So now I will prep you through a game that we play today. And we project the game that we play here. Just give me 1 second. So the game that we play now is $2 game. It's a really fun game.
Much.
Oh, Ming, you said you already in group, but you only have 2 persons. No, we can go with the 2. If you can find the 3rd person, it's great. If not, just go with 2 persons. Okay. Oh, that's why you don't have the screenshot. Understand now. So now let me project to the game that we play. We have about half an hour, and I hope that you will enjoy the game. So I used to play this game when we were on the offline. It's quite fun. Now it's the first time I try to play here as the, you see, as the one that we have in online class, but it's okay. So let's do it. So now let me bring it here. So do you see my screen? Oh, let me resume share. Do you see my screen? Yes, no? Okay, I suppose that yes. Okay, thank you. So now this game is about a $2 bargaining simulation. Okay. This simulation is about the win-lose bargaining. I hope that you remember. What does this mean, win-lose? Can someone tell me the term that we use in our negotiation? Win-lose mean distributive, okay? Win-lose mean distributive. So you and another person must divide $2 between you today. What you get, the other person loses. There may be any side deals or buybacks tomorrow. They may not be, I'm sorry, they may not be any side deals, buyback tomorrows, or conventions of any other kind. This is straight distributive win-lose bargaining. So I want to give you an opportunity to practice the distributive. And then you can practice the integrative in the job negotiation. So please follow the instruction just for today, as if they are distasteful to you. Many people like this kind of bargaining. Other people hate it. If you hate it, lay it out anyway. And please tell me in the discussion, how do you feel about that? Remember, no circumventions. Please try very hard to follow your secret instructions in each iteration of this simulation. I will give you, each of you, a secret instructions, okay? I will prep you in the room, and then after that, I go to each of you to give the secret instructions. So bear with me a little bit about that. So you will have the personal specific instruction. They will be different each time, and you cannot tell anyone about these instructions until the bargaining is over. So you will have a few minutes to consider strategy, the tactics. Please make notes as your plan and ideas how you will bargain. Okay. You have some questions. What do you want here? What is your most optimistic hope? Your realistic expectation? What will you settle for? What does the other person probably want? How you will find that? How you will persuade another person? What you move here? So you see here, this is the short question, very similar to the CMA form that I explained to you before. So now what I'm doing, let me send this document, the general instruction, to all of you first, and then I will bring you into the room. Okay, I will bring you into the room so that you can play, and then so that after that I give you the secret instruction to each of you. So let me see whether I can send you that to you in that room. Any questions so far? Oh, it seems that I cannot attach the file. Okay, very good. So let me copy that. Okay, so I will copy the version for you. Okay, so that you can also set. Okay, now let me do one thing. So now I will stop sharing my screen. I will bring you into the room. Is it okay? Any question before we move to the game? Clear? So okay. So now I have about 18, 17. I love to have so I break you into 8 rooms. So one room you will have 3. Okay, great. Make sure that you join on the accept and join on the room. Okay. Okay, so all of you, are you joining in?